When does a hobby transform into a passion? When does it go from something you do to something that defines you? Truthfully, there is no single moment of realization, no physical event. No, it's that elusive point when thoughts of it fill your mind day and night, invading every corner of your brain. You hear faint whispers echoing in your mind of what can be. Out of curiosity, you dive into your hobby. You test your boundaries, but with every victory and every defeat, only drives you deeper to push your limits. It's a constant test, even when no one's looking. You against the world. It ignites your soul, and suddenly, you feel more alive than ever. This story is about how a simple hobby can change everything, and the grit it takes to keep going, even when everything around you says to stop. Sometimes, you don't start a journey by chasing a dream. Sometimes, it starts with something small, something unexpected. You don't always notice the moment your life changes, but when you look back, it's undeniable. I was 15 when I fell into my first real obsession. It was a silly game of tag, just with face masks, paintballs, and a ton of adrenaline.
It's paint and players. It's colorful and in your face. Paintballs.
For a kid like me coming from a troubled home, paintball was more than a game. It was escape. It was purpose. I was shy at first, but the paintball field was a place where I could live as loudly as I wanted, and I did. I eventually made friends, joined a team, and started traveling. Locally at first, until we earned some sponsorships. Then we traveled nationally. It was thrilling. In just a few short years, I climbed the ranks to semi-pro. I was sitting at the doorsteps of playing pro, and that title meant everything to me. I treated it like a job. I played my heart out every weekend of every month. I was either at a local field or traveling to play. Paintball was the air I breathed. It was amazing until it wasn't. You see, paintball is a niche team sport, and at the time, even being a top player, the money wasn't great. I was rich in paintball stories, but poor everywhere else. I wanted to own my own home, maybe one day buy a new car, and start a family. I began to feel my career as a paintball player may not align with my future goals. But I held it together and continued for a few more years, switching roles, switching teams, just trying every possible code to break into the pro ranks and earn my payday. But over time, that uncertainty turned to fear, and it eroded all my ambitions. I tripped and I stumbled until I just threw in the towel. I didn't give myself time to reflect on my choices. I changed my focus to education and learning new skills. After a short time, my efforts started to pay off. First, I fell in love. Then came a good career. Then eventually, a family. After some redirections and sacrifice, I was able to align my career and life ambitions. But even after all these years, I still find myself looking up into space and wondering what that life could have been like. For those who don't know me, I'm Aragon, and this isn't a story about paintball. As many stories and as much fun as it would be, that chapter is closed. Life moves on, but the itch to chase something wild, challenging, and creatively satisfying, that stuck with me. That fire never really went out. It just needed a new spark. I didn't know what I was looking for after all these years until one random afternoon. Roughly 9 months ago, I was sitting on my couch, and like so many people, I was enjoying the day kicking back, searching the interweb. On this day, however, I was watching a guy called Peter McKinnon on a popular site called YouTube. He was reviewing a DJI drone. I watched how he turned every simple task into epic cinema with this little flying wizard. It looked effortless, and I couldn't help but feel like this might be fun. So I leaned back and I wondered, What would my life be like with a drone? I need a drone.